This is an access panel in the ceiling. Whoever's doing the ceiling. And this access panel will open, and he needs to get to those blue valves up there and shut it off. But if this is here, you can't really reach that. Even if you're on a ladder from here to there, you can't reach it. So we're trying to come up with a better location.
And those blue levers are for what?
That's the water shut off for this unit.
Oh,
So if you were going to work on the water in this, or you had emergency in here, you'd shut off this unit only.
Oh, so somebody just can't get to the shut off. That's the issue.
Right. We thought this access panel was going to be higher and we could reach it, but this ceiling drops down, so it's a little further from where it needs to be.
Oh, we got to fix that before.
We also have an access panel here in this ceiling, because if there's ever anything wrong with that air conditioning unit, this big access panel, 2x4, we can open up this entire access panel and pull that whole unit out and put a new one.
Oh, okay.
When we go downstairs, you'll see that.
Okay.
For the green things, one of the things that they've required, and I probably showed you this last time, but every one of these HVAC ducts are required to be covered.
Right, yeah, we didn't talk about that.
During the construction and the dust and the whatever.
That's really smart, though.
Yes. So Rob, on part of his interior, he's supposed to be taking pictures of that stuff, because those pictures in a file will help us to prove our green or whatever we're doing right.
It's a convincing process.
Well, I've got a shot if you didn't get one.
The red conch is fire. What is the yellow?
That is a fire too. That's just a different brand or whatever.
So same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Okay.
And I can assure you, that fire caulking right there has to be inspected by our building.
Okay.
And what are they
how do
inspecting
they
it for?
inspect
Just a
that?
good seal, a good thickness?
A good seal that it's done.
And then they
Because
wiggle?
if it looks like that. And if you have too many holes like that don't have that fire rating, when that person has a fire in that room, that fire is going to come through those holes.
Okay. So
And it may come through there in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes.
Right.
But if it has that, it's going to be at least an hour, and I'll be long gone before I see it come.
Okay. And that's covering every hole.
Every
Plumbing,
hole.
electrical, everything that's an opening to another space.
Including going up through the floor.
Okay.
Including going up through the floor. Now, you can't see some going down. We'll find some. There's some plumbing that's got some red around it.
Okay.
But they have the stuff with the mineral wool, which has got a fire rating, and then they caulk it with that.
Oh, okay. So it comes in a caulking tube?
Yeah, caulking tube.
It
Sometimes.
looks like a spray.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the stuff is really kind of oily. Like it gets on you. It's. Right here, we put a penetration and a firewall. You have to 5-side it, they call it. So this is one side. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. So on the inside, you'll see that this opening is actually wrapped with sheetrock.
Okay.
It's just make that fireproof because we have such a big void in the wall.
Now,
I'm
why
putting these valves in here.
why is there a void in there? I mean, why?
It's for the shower valves on the other side.
Oh, okay. I see.
But the sheetrock, so then do you have to go and fire caulk this?
No, that'll all get because this is going to get another layer.
Okay.
We're going to have the RC channel, which will flush out to here, and then there'll be a whole nother layer over the top of it.
Okay. So it's not really a hole at the end of the day.
No. Our main electrical panel, media panels. Yes, shower valves. Another thing for walls, you see all these flat straps on here? That's all for backing.
Okay.
So
So
here's my
the
sink.
wet straps, those metal straps?
Yeah, that's for backing so that they can hang their sinks or their mirrors.
Oh, so that's your stud that you drill into or whatever.
Right, because if you were to hang there, you look and you go, well, I got a stud here and here, but what if I needed to put a screw in another spot?
Okay.
So how do you, this might be a dumb question, but if you're trying to hang a mirror and you go to
could get to the bottom. Yes.
If you hang a mirror?
Fun.
So,
Whoopsie.
that's a very good point. But we're gonna make sure that we take pictures of all this stuff.
So that when they're
And
installing it.
all these people that know that they're installing it know that there's pipes.
Okay.
So their screws are gonna be
They're gonna know.
a
where to
friendly
put
length.
them. Okay.
If you know what I mean, but
Yeah.
yes. The cast iron, when they hit that black pipe, the screw won't go in.
Okay.
First of all.
Yeah.
But if they hit that blue pipe,
I didn't know that was cast iron. I thought it was
Yeah.
like plastic.
no, that black right there is cast
Oh,
iron.
is it?
All those hubs. Yeah, that's heavy, and the only way they cut that is by snapping it usually.
Is this for water in or sewage
Those
out?
are drains.
Drains.
Yeah, the PEX will be all the water supply.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and we don't have any, the white one there is the main lines. Two white ones.
Oh, the white ones. Okay, and then you were talking about on the roof, all this
Black pipes go up and vent.
oh, they vent. So these
They carry
go
all the
vent.
way up to the roof because if you don't have a vent,
Yeah.
it's kind of like capping the end of a straw and you keep the water in there. It won't drain if you don't have a vent.
Right. Okay.
Same thing here with all this backing here. This is going to be backing for like a seat, a fold down seat, and handrails and stuff so that they can hold on. So,
So you guys already know the dimensions of that equipment you're putting in, like
Yes.
what a fold down seat looks
and I
like and
mentioned
where
the
it
word
goes.
submittals previously, and all that stuff is submitted. We do have guidelines on the architectural, but we also get submittals that help approve that. Because
Right.
even though we have guidelines, what we install may be a little different than that, but it's got to at least meet that.
Right, because
So
you already
they'll
put that
submit
stuff
that
in.
and say, "Oh no, that's not the ADA chair that's really going to work for this. Give me another one or something."
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys are documenting everything as you go along.
More or less, yes. Everything. So with that being said, every piece of thing that is in this room has been submitted to
Right.
our design team.
Okay.
They've looked at it, read all the specs on it, and approved it.
Okay.
Everything from this metal to the sprinkler pipe to that type of ductwork to the metal gauge of this to finally, what do you know? They submitted these because
Whoopsie. Yeah.
because the other stuff they didn't submit. And if they would have submitted the other stuff, they would have found out right away that it's not allowed, and then
Save 50 grand.
yeah, or whatever it was.
Okay.
Oh, the other thing I wanted to tell you is these electrical boxes, because they're open and stuff, these firewalls, they put a fireproof putty pad on them to seal all the holes.
Oh.
And then that way, this does not act like a conduit to take fire from one room to another.
So these are the electrical outlets that are 2 feet up.
These are taller than 2 feet.
Oh, those are taller than 2 feet. Okay.
Yes,
And this
these
is
are for
like
the
a washer
dryer.
dryer. Oh,
Washer
okay.
dryer. This would be a washer dryer stack right here.
Okay.
Drain line, see water supply and stuff. Oh, dryer vent going out the soffit.
Okay.
In the ceiling, for ceiling people, one thing that Rob has been banging his head against the wall for, I told you about all the redesign of the ductwork and getting 10-foot separation. With doing that, we have had to add a ton of these drop ceilings.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, actually.
Oh,
See what
wow.
I'm saying? See how this is dropped?
Yeah.
That's the main ceiling, drop ceiling.
That's for Priyanka then.
Even like this one here, like we had to drop this ceiling, but we configured it as such that it's over the door. You see how it's kind of, you know what I mean? Instead of, could have made it back here maybe, but you know, you want to make it semi-symmetrical and stuff. When we go downstairs and you see the units that are sheetrock, you'll be like, oh yeah, It'll. Now downstairs we probably have less of these soffits because the ceiling there is, we have like 3 feet or something.
Oh, you
Here
have
we
that
have like
space.
8 inches.
Okay.
So does not exist any 8-inch ductwork like that.
No,
Doesn't
no,
exist.
no, because of the math, the CFMs, and all the air that they have to pull and bring in and stuff.
Right.
You know, the size of the ducts wouldn't work.
Okay.
If you smash them down this way, then usually you have to elongate them this way, and then it takes.
Okay.
Fire They're talking fire caulking being done. Supposed to be kitchen. Outlets on top of the counter.
Is this gonna be a counter?
Yeah,
Okay.
counter, little bar, sink. Kitchen
Okay,
sink.
so you hear the outlets, that looks like it's 2 feet up, doesn't it?
Yes, these are 2 feet up.
I see.
These are 2 feet up.
So these are the special,
That's a little bit taller than.
for the old people, they don't have to bend so much.
Yeah.
And do they have safety windows for them or anything like that?
Yes, actually, a lot of these windows are not going to be able to be opened very tall. And if you notice, these 2 windows, for example, can't even open at all.
Oh, so,
You can't open.
wow. So they just go outside then,
Yeah, somehow.
okay?
Not through the window.
Yeah, no,
But
okay.
yes.
So fresh air, I mean, like, people.
There's
just-
always a one of these ducts and these vents on the outside here.
Uh-huh.
It's always going to be drawing fresh air,
Oh, okay,
and then there's exhaust air always moving too. So
Okay.
there'll be air moving in your hull,
okay.
which is
Just they can't,
you can't really control it except for your thermostat, air conditioning or heat. Ceilings, floor.
What are we looking at?
This is a mechanical shaft.
Okay.
This shaft goes from first floor all the way up. We're only on the 2nd floor. So this right here, I can stand on this, but if I stood on this is sheetrock. It is 1 inch because it's fire rated. This shaft is a 2-hour rated shaft.
Okay.
It has 2 pieces of sheetrock,
Okay.
2 layers on each side. It's going to have another layer here. Anyway, that's so that if anything happens inside this shaft, it doesn't shoot out.
Sure.
So, but the reason my concern is if somebody steps on here, it's potential.
So you would want some kind of
Yeah,
barrier?
there should be a barrier here, some kind of handrail or something. That's just another one of my things to watch these guys, make sure they don't get hurt.
yeah.
This unit is still open because this is our only access to bring stuff up on the 2nd floor.
Oh, wow.
So these units that we're coming up on right now. Hey Raimundo.
Hi.
So these units right here, from this end right here, these units are just about ready for sheetrock. This unit right here is gonna get closed up as early as Monday.
Wow.
They're gonna come in here and they're gonna white out this room. All my insulation is in. I only am required to insulate my demising wall, my exterior wall, and my demising wall.
What is a demising wall?
Separating the units
Okay.
from unit to unit.
Okay.
This wall right here, it sounds like a good idea to insulate, but it's not required, I believe.
So this is living room to bedroom, something like that.
Yes.
So that's just for.
It's just an interior wall. So
Interior wall.
so these interior walls will not get insulation. See the bathrooms?
Uh huh.
Right,
They don't get insulation.
okay,
Now, if it was my house, would I insulate the bathrooms?
yes.
Probably just for sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
But-
Yeah, that was a question that we had also was. and I think-
One of our requirements by the city is to have these sound walls from unit to unit.
Okay,
Okay.
so they are going to be, and that's a city requirement. Do you know why?
It is. It's more of a. It's a building. It's become a building code requirement in the last several years. You can investigate it. I don't know exactly
well, they have
when.
each their own thermostat, right? Would that be part of it?
Not the sound.
Mostly sound.
It's sound.
Sound is what we were wondering from
It's-
unit to unit, especially with people who have hearing loss.
Well, it's a code thing just for multifamily, even I think.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like if we were living here, I don't want to hear what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right. Another thing that has driven some of the sound requirements is the being next to a road.
Okay.
Some of our windows on the front side here next to Almaden Expressway are more stringent on their STC rating. The STC rating is a sound rating than this window here in the back.
So you're using different windows for different
Right.
purposes.
Look the same, but that glass might be thicker. They might have more Aragon in the middle, whatever the hell heck
Okay.
it is. I don't know
Yeah.
the specifics of each window, but
Sure.
it has a better rating for sound.
And the foil sheeting that's over the insulation, is that a
The
higher?
foil backed insulation
is
is
the
required
insulation.
for the exterior. As you notice, it's only the exterior.
Right.